Hey, I'm Erin. This is my Wiki 6. So for number 1, it asks you to identify one concept or theory from the chapter that connects to your CPC problem and to explain why it's important for teachers to understand it. So the concept from the chapter that connects to my CPC problem is positive transfer, and positive transfer is when information that a student has learned helps them learn something new or solve a new problem, and it's important that teachers realize that what students already know can influence how they learn new material, and that it can both positive and negatively affect their learning. And for question 2, it asks, how does this concept or theory play a role or relate specifically to my problem? So what students learn from watching the lecture helps them solve homework problems in class. And if they were paying attention to the lecture, what they learned can positively transfer over to the class when they are asked to solve problems based off of the lecture. And then for question 3, what could I do to address this concept or theory within my problem? I can address this concept by making sure that questions I ask in class are directly related to the lectures, and that way I can evaluate whether or not students are actually learning from the lectures or actually watching the lectures in general. For number 4, it says, how could I assess this concept in my classroom? This concept comes into play constantly in the classroom. Things students learned previously in other classes can tie into what they are learning in my class. And if they had a positive experience with the material previously, that can help them build on their newfound knowledge of the subject. I just have to make sure that if I'm teaching them about something they already have prior knowledge on, I need to expand their knowledge of the subject matter and not just repeat what they already learned in other classes. And then for number 5, a question that I came up with is, how do you evaluate whether or not students are positively or negatively transferring this new information? Okay, thanks.